Another grim record for the U.S., 159,000. It's ready to set the wheels in motion for our... Starting today, American Airlines will sell travelers at... This one's for you. The school districts anticipated it, and now it's happening. It's top members of the White House communications team. This one's interesting. Whole Foods and Progressive, they have rolled. Let's go ahead and check out what's happening today. Anyone looking for a job? Maybe that's you, someone you know. President Trump is joining Texas and 17 other states in a long-shot lawsuit that the country could see another spike in hospitalizations and deaths, and those long lines are growing. Let's continue that conversation about kids, because parents, this one's for you, especially if you're struggling. The city of Miami is offering help to struggling families with kids during the pandemic. There is more hope, though, in the fight against COVID-19 this morning, as the Moderna COVID vaccine could receive emergency use authorization from the FDA today. And Florida has a plan in place to give it out. So next comes the distribution process. And of course, with a limited supply of COVID-19 vaccine on the way, the CDC has set guidelines as to who will be first in line. So listen up, as Group 1A includes frontline medical workers, as well as residents and workers of long-term care facilities. The U.S. hit another daily record for coronavirus-related deaths in just the last 24 hours. We're talking about more than 2,800 deaths reported. Miami-Dade County is easing its midnight curfew, but just for 2 nights. It's going to be on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. And on those 2 nights, the curfew will be extended to 1 in the morning. The search continues this morning for a driver involved in a hit-and-run collision that happened in Miami. Now take a look at this, as this accident happened yesterday morning on Southwest 1st Street. And police say that victim was an elderly man on a scooter who was taken to Jackson Memorial Hospital. Yeah, you can see that damage left behind by the impact. For example, at Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport, there was a steady flow of travelers yesterday. Not nearly as much as years past, but definitely more than what health experts had hoped for. Still, some travelers say that they felt safe. Overnight, China has offered its first official congratulations to President-elect Biden, making it one of the last major countries to do so. Right now, more than 85 million still plan to hit the roads for Christmas. Maybe you're one of them, but Dr. Anthony Fauci is pleading for people to reconsider. Comical and Miami Marlins annual holiday gift basket giveaway, that's happening today. But like most other events during the pandemic, it's going to look a little bit different as organizers were forced to change things up. NBC6 reporter Carolina Piguero live in Miami for us. Teens are joining the fight against the coronavirus. Moderna says that it has given its COVID vaccine to the first round of teenagers in its mid to late study. First shipment of doses of the Pfizer vaccine are now in Israel. 500,000 doses of the coronavirus vaccine are expected to reach that country this month. The Prime Minister says that he intended to be the first to receive it. So far, Israel's Ministry of Health has confirmed more than 340,000 cases of infections there and almost 3,000 deaths. Meanwhile, right here in the U.S., the CDC Advisory Board has finally announced its recommendations for vaccine distribution. NBC6 reporter Carolina Piguero live this morning at Jackson Memorial for us. Thousands of workers at the Pfizer plant in Michigan, they're getting ready and they're preparing those shipments of COVID-19 vaccine.
Yeah, this comes at the same time that a new warning about possible side effects from Pfizer's vaccine.
Well, this morning we have NBC6 reporter Marissa Bagg live in Hollywood. Marissa, you're breaking it all down. And, what are health experts telling you? Okay, no matter the day or the season, it is always a good time to give a gift to mama.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Miami Heat forward Bam Adebayo, fresh.
Sanchez, and I feel like it's 48 degrees in here because I'm just so cold.
It's pretty cold. I can see the goosebumps on your arm right now.
I'm freezing. Don't look at me, guys. Don't wear the short sleeves today. You need the long sleeves.
Yeah.
We're following breaking news out of Southwest Miami-Dade, and that's where a shooting investigation is underway right now.
NBC6 reporter Marissa Bagg, she's live at the scene with the...
That's a trio I can get used to.
Okay. See that, those outfits too. Lots to get to, so we appreciate you starting your Friday morning with us here on NBC6 today. I'm Roxanne Vargas in for Johnny Archer today.
And I'm Kristin Sanchez. Roxy, so good to have you on this Friday morning. We wanted to hear from you, and we did. And we wanted to hear about your customer experience during the pandemic. So from NBC and Telemundo response units across the country, they asked our viewers to participate in a survey.
Yeah, that's right. And more than 1,000
surprises. There's another surprise. This one's pretty cool because this is when you know you made it.
You do. And you can also take a bite out of this. Lady Gaga fans can enjoy this. A chromatic or
So, help is on the way, especially for those who are so desperately in need. It's something that I've seen firsthand when people are trying to get those unemployment applications, even with the food distribution sites, and now more help here. So this morning, I'm outside the Northeast Dade Aventura Branch Library, and here is where starting today, you can pick up more than just an unemployment application. You can get more assistance. We're talking about the Food Assistance Program application in paper, as well as the Temporary Assistance for Needy Families cash application, and even Medicaid. So you can come to this location starting today. In fact, not only this one here in Aventura, but all 26 locations to pick up those paper applications to go ahead and apply for any of those needs that fit your family. Very different story. No chaos here. You can see behind me, this is essentially where vehicles are supposed to be driving up, and then the folks here working hand them an application, but that's not the case today. It's much quieter here. And Commissioner Suarez, who was here earlier today, he told me that he attributes a lot of that to the productivity with state and local level. But listen, this is what folks are getting when they pull up here. They're getting some resources about COVID relief resources, and then plus the very valued unemployment application. I spoke to one vehicle, actually this yellow car right here, saying that they got here at 3:15 this morning. And just walk with me, I'll have my photographer kind of go down the line a little bit. You can see here, it's just one car after another. Some people getting a little antsy now as we're approaching that start time of 8 a.m. They're standing outside the cars. They're asking us, hey, are they coming? Are they setting up? Yes, they are. This is all happening outside of Courtly Manor. It is off of Okeechobee Road where you're looking at these cars lining up right now. This is frontage road. It's kind of like a service road to access this mobile park. But you can see here that the line has grown just tremendously, even since I've been here, since about 4:30 this morning. So the demand, you can see it. It doesn't even need to be explained, but as people line up hours ahead of schedule just for the hopes of getting their hands on some food. It's something I've seen firsthand, not only today, but throughout different location of food distribution sites throughout South Florida. They're met by hundreds, sometimes even thousands of folks. And usually these food distribution sites, they start early and they end early because the demand is so great. FarmShare, the CEO, we spoke to him, who says that all of this food, it comes from farmers, distribution centers, and retail stores. But it's a challenge keeping stock during COVID-19. As you can imagine, without jobs, more and more people are turning to food drives to eat. So far, more than 10 million pounds of food have gone out in just in the past few weeks. Now FarmShare is turning to retail stores.
As we go and we look at purchasing product from our national relationships, you see that there's a 2-week, 3-week, sometimes even 4-week lag time. Some of the items that we're looking at say they tell us that we won't be able to get it until mid-May.
Coming up in the next 30 minutes, I actually spoke to one family here who has come to a food distribution site for the very first time. This isn't something that they do, and I just want to tell you and show you the need that people really have right now. That's coming up in 30. For now, I'm reporting live in the city of Hialeah Gardens with Kristin Sanchez for NBC 6 News. This is a drive-through system for the rapid testing. You have people here from the University of Miami, and right now, getting tested live on air for us is David Rodriguez, the district chief here, the public information officer for the city of Hialeah. David, so this is the first time you're going to be tested here today?
Yes, this is the first time that I'm getting this antibody test done. I think it's a really good thing.
All right, so as he's being tested, I'll go ahead and I'll explain to you what's happening here. So you'll have the University of Miami personnel going ahead and pricking his finger here. So you can see it's a small needle that will come out of this. And it's kind of very similar to diabetics where they get testing. It's a similar test to that. So you can see there, and then they're going to drop the blood right on the rapid test there. So as soon as they get that blood drop out, it'll take just less than 15 minutes, and then they will get the results then to see if they have the COVID-19 in his system. Maybe David Rodriguez has had this before. Maybe he currently has it right now. This is not a test that will administer or tell him if he currently has it right now. So this is just letting them know that it is in his system, it's in his body. And then he has to go to one of the testing sites actually in the county to go ahead and see if he does currently have COVID-19 right now. So David, how did that feel? What did that feel like?
Actually, it was pretty painless. It's like you were saying, it's almost like a diabetic little stick, painless, and I love the fact that it's just 15 minutes. And I'm very, very appreciative to the University of Miami, to the City of Hialeah Fire Department, that we all got together to be able to do this for all the firemen in a rapid way.
So they got 300 of these tests, about 220 members on your team. Tell me about the thoughts kind of going through some of your team members. Are they anxious about this? Are they happy about knowing their results?
I think the guys are really happy and anxious to do this. You know, we deal with the public. We really can't do the social distancing all the time when we're working with individuals, and we're here to help and we're here to do the job.
Yeah.
So a lot of times when you go home, you know, it's in the back of your mind. You want to know, you know, have I been exposed to this or not? And being able to get this so quickly is very, very helpful.
Absolutely. And so many members here currently, even right behind me, still getting tested right now. David has told me so far 4 people have tested positive. They will go ahead and follow the protocol, but at least a lot of people going home today, having that peace of mind to know if they've been infected and if their families are or not okay. For now, I'm reporting live in Hialeah. I'm Kristin Sanchez for NBC 6 News.